Forgiveness is just another name for freedom. Hey, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, wow, crazy cryptocurrency markets, right? Touching 50K. Sliding back just a little bit, I think it was 49.5, 49.6 a few minutes ago when I looked at it. I mean, price is up. Even had me go check and see, how to put in how much Bitcoin I got all together in all my different wallets and see what my total value is, because we're getting there, right? People are starting to talk about all-time high run again. It's been 4 years since the 20K high, right? People talk about $100,000 Bitcoin is still in sight, possibly by the end of the year. I am very satisfied with where Bitcoin is personally. I don't need to be part of the rhetoric that continues to keep happening here in the Bitcoin space of price must go up, all of that kind of stuff that's constantly happening. We have mainstream adoption. We are getting institutional investors. Bitcoin has come a long way since I got in at $700, $1,000. If we go to $100,000 this year, fantastic, wonderful. All the more reason that people are going to continue to keep looking at Bitcoin and understanding why they should be getting involved. If it doesn't, it's not going to hurt me any, right? I still have the same exact plan. If Bitcoin price stays down a little bit longer, that just means I have a larger chunk of this 21 million pie that's in my pocket. The ideal that Bitcoin is going to be the world currency, it's inevitable, right? Still printing more money. Still everybody is boo-hooing about how it's not fair. They don't have enough. That's just part of the way of the world, especially when you have populations like we're looking at. Well, you know what else we have around here that's really nice to look at is my lovely co-host Sammy over there on the sidelines.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing over there, Samantha?
I'm okay. You?
Enjoying this cup of coffee. This is a rebrew, isn't it? You can tell it's kind of strong.
We don't waste things here. Okay. Mike is with us. MS Biddy.
Mike, MS Biddy. I appreciate you coming out here, my friend. It's nice, right? It makes me not feel so crazy. I love being able to send you the little message. Yeah, I know last time I wasn't able to send you a message. It was horrible. I don't know.
The phone died.
Yeah, but it was because we used all the GPS while we were out and the Bluetooth and all the other stuff, and the phone died, and I came home and I put it on the charger, and you don't have his phone number in your phone because we always message from my phone.
Nope. Yeah, I don't have friends. I don't have things. I think I have 5 family member phone numbers type deal, woo.
But I still pay like $100 a month for your phone, right?
You do, but you really like the phone number.
Yeah. And Facebook, right? It's a lot. That's a lot of money a month to look at Facebook.
How else am I supposed to Facebook, Eugene? All right. John from Malibu is here.
John from Malibu, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by here, hanging out, having the chit chat with us, because that's about all we're doing around here, right? No one's trying to sell nobody anything. We're all just hanging out, having a good time, trying to keep the conversation going. I see that we have PayPal now extending their crypto services into the UK.
Yes.
So just more of that trickle down effect, right? We know that the UK is kind of like New York. They have all these stringent regulations.
Yeah. Well, then, they worry about their people.
So, I mean, that was the whole point in these giant third parties. This is why people wanted them to join us back in the day, because it makes people feel comfortable, right? A lot of people's, personally, I don't use PayPal anymore. PayPal's outdated as far as I'm concerned. You need to get a Cash App. You need to get a Venmo, right? That's 2021. But if you're still using PayPal, if you're back in 2015, 2014, that's okay. They'll still hook you up with the crypto.
I mean, PayPal doesn't like us. That's, we don't like them and they don't like us. So we've moved on. Paul Rouleau is here.
Well, hello. I mean, PayPal is for the days of eBay. And who eBays anymore when there's Amazon? Oh, the pandemic was the best thing that ever happened for Amazon. I literally, anybody you talk to, they're like, yes, I'm an Amazon Prime member. Yes, I spend at least $100 a week with Amazon. Like,
yes, I have an auto ship every Tuesday. All right. Paul Rouleau says, good evening, Bitcoin bus drivers and passengers.
Buddy, I'm glad that you are here. I
like that you're not having it
appreciate
be the warrior bus.
Yes, Samantha named the bus. We have a name. You want to tell everybody what the name of the bus is, Samantha?
Senor Boogie Woogie.
That's what she wants to name it, Senor Boogie Woogie. She thinking skeleton, like Sugar Skull style
like
stuff.
Mariachi.
Day of the Dead.
Skeletonness. Yeah.
So it'll go well with the counter, the epoxy counter done.
Yep.
It needs a little sanding on the bottom so I can, take off the extra epoxy that had dripped on the bottom so I can set it down and put some screws in the bottom. But the cabinets are all sanded, getting ready to paint. What was the name of that color of paint?
Dogwood petal.
Dogwood petal and crackle paint. Like, so it looks like it's not distressed, but
no,
antique. Weathered. There we go. That's a nice word.
That's the actual word. It's Valsparred, glazed weather paint, whatever. Yeah, weather's in there. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. You can go look it up if you want to see what dogwood petal looks like.
Well, I mean, they'll see it here probably the next time we do a video because we're almost done sanding and that paint. It's just like everything in life. The prep work and the tools and having the right stuff all together is 2/3 of the entire battle, right? Actually doing the project itself and having everything together all at the right time and the energy and the motivation and the knowledge. I mean, that's what Bitcoin's about, right? It's about knowing what Bitcoin is, having yourself in a situation where you have extra income, right? And that you're not spending it all.
Papa O'Neilly Shelley. Hello.
Whoa, nice. I'm glad to see you make it out here, my friend. It's been a minute.
Hiker 9.
Hi. Awesome. I'm glad that you're here, my friend.
Ooh, Zaza's here.
Zaza, buddy.
He's saying that he's popping in. Yeah, okay, has been a cluster. So he's gonna have to watch us on the catch up. It's okay.
It's cool. All right. You and Brian. Hi, Brian, out there.
Ooh, UK bit. Yeah, he's here.
Oh, what? Is he here right now?
Yeah.
What? I was just guessing at that one. I was figuring that you were gonna see it on the upload later because I know you always watch it on the later.
Yes.
So I thought I'd give you the shout out, but you're here right now. That's fantastic. Yay. Wow, we got a really good crew hanging out with us right now. Everybody hit the thumbs up. I mean, if there's even stragglers, that'll get them here in the chat. I do even have us plugged in, so there's no rushing, right?
I mean,
you know what the rush is? You've heard the rain. It's probably only 20 or 30 minutes out.
You never get to win, man. You just never get to win.
If it's perfect, I'd be looking for death next.
Brian says that he's in bed watching. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I do appreciate you turning on the YouTube for us
we were
hanging
out. All of you too. Warm fuzzies. Okay.
Well, I mean, I seen the price of Doge was up. I said, I was checking all the wallets and everything. And of course, I do have the Ledger, desktop app, and it does have some of the stuff on there. Yeah. When I open it up, that's where your Doge
my sprinkles,
$105 worth of Doge. I think you're still holding out of the dust.
For the love of God,
dust. 4-year-old dust is worth $105 on today's pump of 31 cents on Doge.
I like it. Yay! I'm gonna be a doggy queen by the end of this. I don't even know how.
Yeah. I mean, you might have to start investing more. Start splitting our cryptocurrency purchases between Doge and Bitcoin.
No. I mean, I did make you buy a lot of it. We also just got a lot of it. Oh God, there was like 3 different faucets that were very, very giving. Like
there was, I know that's the worst. Is that
bam?
I mean, there wasn't much popularity with Doge before Elon Musk really got in there, and I mean, I just let my brother Micah gamble it on the the little
one of the gambling faucets. Yep.
Yep. So.
Yeah, that was the amount.
Yes, I mean, we're talking like 10,000 Doge or something. God, like, I mean, like really like 10,000, 15,000, Doge.
Yeah, I try not to think about that. Like literally, what I have is what would not have been a bid in the gambling game, which is how I have it. Yeah,
Yeah, it was like the tiny
yeah.
little bit that was left in the hardware
That, you know,
wallet that
that
I didn't
they.
send over to
Yep.
gamble because I was trying to give them like $20 or something.
Ooh. Man, the things we do, we should kick ourselves for.
I mean, that's, you know, that's part of the cryptocurrency experience is, you know, after you have these events occur to you several times, we don't make these mistakes anymore, right? I mean, at first we bought and sold a lot of cryptocurrencies, and then we were like, wow, this is, you know, this isn't really working. Trying to, always reminded me of Mario Brothers with all the elevators on at the same exact time, and you're trying to make it across, and it's like, well, this one's going up, all right. Oh no, it's coming down. Let me get on the next one. It's going down. No, no, no. So that didn't work, right?
No. Oh my God, the shift card was evil. Yeah. Don't even want to like. Whew, so much.
Then I mean, we used
They knew
to
what they were
we
doing.
used to believe to send transactions to help support the network, so we used to donate little bits of Bitcoin here and there to other channels.
Yep, and just move
Right.
around and do stupid stuff because you know, yeah. I mean, ooh, when you
It's
look
like I
back,
donated Bitcoin. I like to give away money. Now, when you look back and you see what, you know, it was worth.
I know I try not to because that's the kick the self part. Yeah, I try not to. I just try not to. We're gonna go with that.
Well, what are you guys thinking? What are you guys feeling? What is your anticipation of things that happen here in the cryptocurrency space? I mean, we are looking at 50,000. It is starting to get people feisty again.
I can't tell what you want.
Supply squeeze, right? People are talking about that there's an incoming supply squeeze that we're going to start experiencing in the next, 30 to 60 days. And that's what's going to start pushing the price of Bitcoin up. And then that, with the FOMO that will occur because there's so many new people in Bitcoin since the last $20,000 high, that it will push the price of Bitcoin up to the 100K. And it's like, I can see this self-fulfilling prophecy come true, but then I also know at the same time, there's a bunch of people out there always trying to create these self-fulfilling prophecies so they can sit there and pull the rug out right at the last second and only let it get up to like 80, right?
Whatever their number is, whatever their
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, you know, if the price of Bitcoin goes up, great, awesome, more power to it. Every time the number goes up, we get more people interested. More people wish they would have bought. More people regret the Bitcoin that they sold. But what we really need is people to wake up, right? We need people to actually have an education. You know, like people are all up in arms about, oh, you should get an education about the shots and the virus and COVID and this and that, and you'd understand more. Well, if you got an education about money, if you got an education about the dollar bill and Bitcoin and every other stock that's out there and gold commodity, you'd probably do something different.
You'd have a lot more things to talk about and worry about.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot. All right. Hike your ass with the next time we're going to broadcast from the bus.
I was thinking about doing it for this episode, but it smells really bad in there like wet paint because we just put the final coat of the antique white high impact paint, like oil paint, for everywhere above the windows, you know, on the roll. There's 3 coats. We had done 2 a while ago, and we just put the 3rd and final coat on now that I got the railings and, you know, all the little holes.
Yeah. The first 2 coats, because we did that all like at one time, or whatever. It was 3 months or something, and it still smelled like ungodly, like you were huffing paint.
It's been 3. It's been 3 or 4 days now, and I mean, I think the smell is a lot less. But there's still a little bit, and
I don't like huffing.
Yeah, when Samantha tells me certain things, I have to listen. And when she says that she's not going to sit on a bus that smells like wet paint, even though it's not wet, we're not going to sit on the bus with wet paint.
Listen, I can't.
We don't need you to get a headache.
No, man, I like my senses, okay? I like them all. I like them not to be dulled or impaired by things that I don't like.
So what's the flip side of the coin? People talking about this being a bull trap, right? That the price of Bitcoin's been up, that, you know, it's been a year, that we're heading towards December and the new year, the price will come down, right? This is just another.
Everything comes down. I mean, that's, yeah, those laws. I don't know. Everybody can always, like, that is the problem, is it is always a if this and I'm going to say that kind of situation with Bitcoin, with all cryptocurrency. But I mean, I would like to say that they're not lying to us, okay? That not like every exchange and everything is, pointing the wrong direction, but who knows?
Yeah, the little gnats are coming at you over there.
I also have a B. I think he's a B. He hasn't stayed still long enough for me to figure out what he's
just coming around.
Yeah, but he's big. He's big enough.
I don't know. We talk to a lot of people, right? And we have to talk money with them because they want things done. Sometimes it's only stuff that takes an hour or two. Sometimes they want stuff that takes a day, a couple days worth of labor, right? And I see the same thing. I talk to rich people. You see their homes, right? Because I'm at their house talking to them, and it's like, wow, this is probably $750,000. Oh, this is over $1 million. For some reason, they don't think that your time is worth anything.
I don't think anybody except their own time is worth anything.
And it's like when you have two people and you expect them to spend a day or 2 days, how much money do you think that they want to make or should be making for 2 days, right? Well, I can understand that everybody's like, oh yeah, $10 an hour. That's what. I don't want to work for $10 an hour. Who hasn't worked for $10 an hour? The guy at McDonald's don't even want to work for $10 an hour.
No, they're not anymore. Yes, no.
So, I mean, when you start saying that you want, $1,000, $1,500 for 2 days, 3 days, stuff like that.
First off, people get.
They think that you're trying to rob them. And it's like, well, I mean, there's a reason you're not doing these things yourself.
I mean, I love people, but yes, there's quite a lot of things that everybody's capable of a lot. And as soon as you start saying to yourself that you can't, that's how, and that is a large amount of our clientele are people that really could do what we do. They just have told themselves, no, I can't do that.
I don't know. It's just for some reason I don't understand why people always seem to stand on one side of the mirror and that they don't ever look at other people and see that they're equal to them. When they say, oh, I deserve this and I deserve this, because I always see a lot of people walking around talking and acting as if they believe they deserve that. I've been treated unfairly. I should have this. I should have that. Right. My rights have been violated. But then they don't turn around and look at the other person that's standing right in front of them all day, the person that keeps changing out. They don't ever look at them and think, well, that's a person that also deserves rights. That's a person also that needs. That's a person also that feels and should have the same exact interfacings, acting. You know what I mean? Like, you don't talk down to someone just because.
Yeah, I don't know. See, yeah, yes, I've always been a yes sir, yes ma'am kind of person that you never can judge a stranger. You don't ever get to say that person is anything. I mean, you are you're here, so you are definitely a person, which means I have to give you respect. All right, Brian asks, if anybody has heard from Benchen at all? And as you are saying this, I don't think I have. I haven't seen a Benchen
I haven't
video.
seen Benchen in a minute.
I haven't seen Benchen in our chat in a very long time now.
Yeah, Benchen hasn't been dropping in our chat for a while, though.
I don't know.
It would be Adam Meister. I know that he hasn't done a lot of videos, but I mean, I would be to go to check. I haven't been watching Adam lately, but it would be to go watch Adam's last video because I know he always made it to Adam's.
See if he's in the chat there.
Yeah, or to go check Bention's channel, and you can usually write people on their channel. There's a messaging.
Well, this is Brian, so I'm sure I'm sure he has tried ways of YouTubing, and he says no, he hasn't been around for ages. Hope he is okay. Well, shit.
Yeah, that one had slipped my mind. That's what happens. Busy.
Man, I really, I mean, already knowing about Daniel, that was some shit.
Yeah.
So I don't even.
Yeah, Daniel hit hard.
It was really crappy.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know. Like, we are a group. Like, it's not. I don't.
Yeah,
know.
it's a little different when they're complete strangers or people that you see on the internet, but you don't really know. I feel like I don't know a lot about you guys, but what do you really know about people? But I know that you guys like to come hang out, right? Because there's nothing going on here. You don't have to come hang out here.
I mean,
what's the
obviously have to
point?
kind of at least sort of like us.
There's 1,000 million other channels out there that
have
are
so many more views and so many more subscribers
and so much more going on. It's not that I feel I want to get out here and tell anybody something, because I don't feel like I have an answer. I just feel that answers are created like this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A bunch of people having intellectual conversations about important things. I would say that might lead to answers. Like, that is a better chance here of getting to a real something than just sitting around twiddling, talking about who's on Twitter this week.
It's also... All right, like when I say these things, I don't necessarily mean that, you're going to write the answer in the chat to me. It's that because I know I'm going to come out here, it's going to keep it on my mind and I'm going to think about it. Mm-hmm. When I leave here, the things that you guys say and the things that I've said, I will continue to reflect on, which will change what my future thoughts could or would be, because the thoughts are here now, right? Because I've continued to keep cycling them. Where if we didn't do this, I wouldn't be thinking about this.
Yeah, it's just me and him. Okay, so I mean... You're not getting
forcing this to be part of the thought continues to make you have the thoughts of, I should be investing in cryptocurrency. I should be holding cryptocurrency. I should be paying attention to what the news is, instead of how, things get in our way and you get caught up. Like the bus is our biggest thing right now, because we're continuing to dump all of our money in it. We're dumping all of our time in it to work on it, because we're trying to get it up and running.
Yeah, now it's what's
by
the
October.
Point of like pausing and stalling out here.
Right, when let's get it fully functioning. Small details later, but let's get the water and the electricity and a place to sleep and the sitting and all of that squared away, because we're on a roll.
Brian says he hasn't been in Adams either. And Paul says, no. I know. Damn it, man.
Well, thank you for bringing up the concern. We will all have to start sending positive vibes and become active in the situation if we can.
Try to find out something. Because good vibes.
What do you guys want to talk about? Do you guys got anything else? Because that was about all I have here, is that price of $50,000, the anticipation of either all-time highs again, or is this just another trap? And then I wrote down here the little bits of news that Doge was up, the PayPal crypto in the UK, that people are really starting to focus on a supply squeeze, and coupled with FOMO being the reason that we could see $100,000 Bitcoin by, I mean, if we're still talking a tone vase here, we're saying $100,000 by the end of the year.
Brian says he's really tired. It's so late here. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, Brian. There's not much more happening here.
Don't worry, he'll wrap it up. You won't miss anything.
We're going to go ahead and wrap it down, I guess, unless there's more. Of course, we would never cut it short. If you actually have some questions, comments, things you guys want to talk about, we'll see if we can do the next episode in the bus for you guys.
More.
I've been getting more stuff done in there, so it does seem like it will be a little bit of a change of scenery for you guys.
Yeah.
We got the cushions
and the little dome LED light thing.
Yeah, it'll change up the lighting in there. It won't be so yellow, because I switched out the light bulbs with LED lights, and I got cool blue. So it's that, or that cool white blue or whatever.
Yeah, the LED.
The daylight. Yeah. So it looks bluer.
Not goldenish, But yeah. I mean, I'm feeling it.
No foam padding for the ceiling. We went to go order it, and they came back and said that they didn't have that many packages of the color and style that we wanted, and they canceled our order.
Yep. Oh, I mean, they held it for a good couple days trying to figure out if they did.
Yeah, and then I wrote them and asked if they were ever going to fill my order.
They were like, nope, sorry.
Yeah, they canceled and refunded my money. So that's when we went and put the third coat of paint on, because we weren't going to bother with a third coat if we were just going to put foam tile over it. But since they didn't, I had already purchased the paint.
Yeah.
So
it was happening. I mean,
it was a full gallon of like $40 paint I just had sitting on the porch. So I was like, okay, this is happening.
Right. So that's what we're gonna do now. I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
All right, I can feel it starting to. The storm's about to
Oh
roll
yeah,
in
it's
here.
about to.
The temperature
Woo!
dropped and the wind's coming. The humidity changed. That's what you can really feel. My skin just went from raining on itself to having like it's dry.
Prickly. All right. The hiker says maybe a fisheye lens in the bus. All right. So all the schoolies do the freaking fisheye lens. I mean, that may. I don't know.
I don't know how to do that. Like because of how we broadcast here directly with YouTube, it doesn't let us use filters.
I don't like it because, dude, man, you can never tell how big or not big it's like stand next to it, damn it, like right next to.
Well,
that
I mean,
cabinet.
we can film like and do a upload, but because of the way that we do everything here and how crappy the internet is, this is just straight YouTube's live because any third-party program that we get mixed up in here,
dude,
it causes lagging for the upload. That's why we don't use Streaming Labs, because if we could use Streaming Labs, there's a lot of stuff that you can do to make these
every
streams
time
better.
we tried, it literally just shut and froze up everything.
Our upload speed is about 1.5 megabytes per second, but our download speed is 15 megabytes per second. So it's a lot worse going up, and it varies too, especially depending on if like someone else in the house is doing something. Like if Eugene's playing a video game, he is uploading data to play the game, like his movements. But I've also noticed that if it's peak time, because it's hooked through the telephone line, that if other people are using a bunch of the internet, that I can't even get uploads and download speeds of half of what I'm used to.
All right, where are we at? Papa Nice Shelly says, I appreciate you guys coming on. Weirdly like hearing from family. Thank you. I'm
glad that you stopped by.
We love you
guys. We're not
going
nowhere. I mean, that's the point is there's people that you see in your life every single day because you have to. And then there's the people you see in your life because you want to. The internet is a great technology that has fruition in my life, and I've tried to embrace it as much as possible. So, you know, at first YouTube, I thought, you know, hey, maybe this might be fun, might make some money, might do this, might do that. Now I'm just finding it as a great way to get out here and be able to interact with these like-minded individuals that you guys are.
This is how we have friends.
Yeah.
We don't really have friends. You know, our one real person friend, Kristen, who's in the chat. I mean, we don't have friends.
Yeah.
We don't have anybody to talk about anything that isn't just shallow garbage.
Right. Real conversation.
Yeah.
Because the BS conversation, like everybody can BS. I can BS. I BS all day with the customers.
This stuff's
But
real.
I don't want to BS, right? Like, I'm so tired of everything just being this on the surface conversation.
If I have to hear about Biden one more freaking time, or freaking are you or are you not this or thatted, or for this or for that, and it's like there is so much more.
I mean, that so and the more. Other thing, everyone talks about restaurants. Oh, have you eaten at this restaurant? Oh, have you eaten at this restaurant? I don't know if it's just Gainesville, but man, those are a lot of foodies over there.
Yeah, for real.
But I don't know. We've been to some really good food trucks.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that they're always wrong or anything, man. For real, like
right? They'll point you in the right directions.
They do.
The brownie guy though, with those $10 brownies, oh, whew, I feel like I'm putting on a pound just eating one of those slices.
I mean, oh, what's the one in St. Augustine? It's mellow mushroom, mighty mushroom. Oh, it's like the best. They have like some truffle pizza thing. Okay, so different town, don't care. Like the most amazing mushroom pizza I have ever had in my life. Okay.
All right, what do we got? What are you guys thinking? Anything else? Otherwise, let's go ahead. Let's start shutting this down. Let's get out of here before this rain comes through here and messes up my cheap equipment.
Yeah. Also, our longly used that's not the right phrasing of the English language, but yeah, you know.
Oh, this old laptop that we've been
well used. You're also talking about the tripod and the camera. I think the Snowball might be the newest.
It is.
Damn. And that's not new.
This is the original camera that we've been filming with the entire time. All 4 years.
Dude, we dropped it. It's fogged out on the inside. It's done prism stuff. Like, we're talking like everything under the freaking sun.
Changed the wire twice now.
Yep. And still somehow that bad boy keeps going.
All right. Anything in the chat, Samantha?
All right. Mike did not know that. Yes, Vention. No one knows where he's at. Everybody is supposed to be looking to see if they see Vention anywhere. Papa Shiley Shelley says it makes him want to move to Florida. Vegas is getting too much.
It's still nice here. I mean, we're getting ready.
Oh, so are you guys face maskies? Are you, I think Arizona. Wait, no, Nevada. Is it? I don't know.
I think that they're one of the
Damn it, I
ones that
don't
are fighting
remember.
back. I know it's getting harder and harder for these states to fight back, especially with today and it becoming
FDA
full,
approved.
yeah,
This,
FDA
yeah.
approved, and
Yep,
now
yep,
all
yep.
the military and everybody else.
Oh, all right, where are we at? Ah, okay. Brian said that he goes in on Friday for a procedure. Okay, so we got lots of vibes going out to everyone. You, man, I can't. I don't like medical stuff. I don't know. I know it's necessary, but
It's one of those hurdles that me and Samantha haven't had to cross much of yet. Fortunately, let's knock on this wood right here. That our health has been I've always stressed personal health of taking care of yourself, and I force it on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm constantly ragging on her about taking. So she takes care of herself probably
a
better than
little
most
better.
people do.
Yeah, I mean, definitely better than.
Better than what you would on your
Oh,
own,
for
and
sure.
better than what the average person was.
Probably. I know there's a lot of Eugene, like Jiminy Cricket voices in my head. Say, do you need that Diet Mountain Dew? Do you need that cigarette? No, you don't.
Well, I mean, this is the most precious thing of all, because the longer you can keep this thing running, the longer you get to hang around here. And then it's also about that quality of life too. I'm 40 years old and I don't need a ladder to hop on a roof.
No, it's fucking ridiculous.
So
and I think he's retarded
I mean,
when he does
most
it, but yeah.
people at that age I know can't do that.
All right. So yeah, he has surgery for something that's been going on. So okay, there should be a something. Okay.
And it's a meaningful procedure to improve the quality of his life.
I'm hoping. We're
All
gonna
right.
go with that. Yeah.
Oh, I hope it works to your benefit, my friend.
And Papa O'Neill says he doesn't like being forced to do what he don't want to do. I got it, man.
Yeah, here in Florida, there's
here.
no shots, no mask mandates yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in North Florida, so it's pretty spacious up here. There's none of the dining stuff like we're starting to see in New York. I don't really see anybody walking around. I just hear that
that's a really good excuse to no longer go to the gym. No, I don't know about the bars and restaurants.
I don't know. It's supposed to be really bad here right now. We know.
I believe it is.
We know a friend of ours across town, or a person we know across town, had messaged us the other day and said that they had COVID and not to come by for the next 10 days.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, you weren't in the plan of coming by anytime soon, anyways. But thanks for letting us know.
So.
I mean, we've known a handful of people. We've also had a handful of like customers and stuff who said, "Oh, I just got over it," or "Oh, my friend had it," and I don't know.
All right, is that going to do it for this episode?
Mike is saying, where are we at? All right, Mike asked if it was because of COVID that it took, and no, they're just flipping slow to get surgeries apparently, so that's cool. I mean, right? No, it has nothing to do with that. They're just taking their sweet time. I mean, I guess that's good. It's better that it's not COVID related.
Yes.
I'll go with that's a PC.
I mean, I consider the hospital's probably a dangerous place to go. If you didn't have COVID, you'll get it going.
No, man. They use all the good stuff.
I just love that when you go to the CVS now, they got the big sign on the door that says, if you have COVID, do
only
not
in our small town. It is a giant yellow sign that says, if you have COVID, do not enter.
I mean, that huge.
I mean,
huge. It's like both doors, pretty much.
No face mask, nothing sign. No CDC requirement. Just if you have COVID. So it's like if you knowingly, what are you doing to begin with?
You're going to get cold medicine, Samantha. Come on, you don't feel good. Jesus.
It's allergies. I swear.
All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out with us this evening. Thank you. Right. Thank you guys for being part of our lives. Thank you for keeping me on track financially in Bitcoin. Thank you for keeping me motivated because I want to keep showing you guys the progress on our bus. Thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up, sharing this video out, getting other people to keep coming around, because these are going to be great memories when I'm old. Right, Sam?
Man.
Yeah.
You
guys go have fun. Make some more of your own memories. And remember, keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
We love you guys. Bye.